Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning to Madam NORLIDA Binti ZAKARIA. I am Syafiqa Binti Azmi.
And I'm Azmi bin EXRIMAH.
And I'm ADILAH Binti BAHARUDIN.
I am AZIERA SYAZWIN Binti MOHAMAD Azmi.
Today we would like to present our reflective writing report. The event that we choose is Proton X70 official launch. So we will start our presentations with introductions.
So I will present about the introduction for our event. So for the event particulars, the date was 12 December 2018 and the time was 8:40 p.m. and the venue was at a convention center Kuala Lumpur, which are KLCC. And our event organizer was a Proton, and the objective of the event, the first one is introducing the new types of Proton X70. The second one is introducing the new specialist package and one price for all Malaysian. And the third one is to introducing the first premium SUV created by Malaysian Automotive. So for the reason of choosing the event, to acknowledge and appreciate the history of our national automotive industry, Proton that has unlocked many milestones for the past 35 years. And the next one is Proton is a local brand car from Malaysia, and it makes us easier to find the information regarding the event. The third one is it evokes a sense of patriotic spirit among Malaysians. So I pass to the next, our group member.
I will continue with the tentative of the program. The launching event was begin at 8:40 p.m. with the arrival of the VVIP of the event, which are Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and his wife, Tun Dr. Sri Hasma. The arrival of VVIP was greeted with thunderous applause by the entire hall. At 8:45 p.m., after the arrival of the VVIP of the event, they begin with the singing of national anthem. Next, at 8:50 p.m., after the song national anthem was played, they proceed the event with the recitation of prayers by Mr. Haji Zulkifli Patton. After that, at 9 p.m., for the opening performance, they invited Datuk Sheila Majid to sing a song entitled Sinaran. After the performance, the event continued with a speech from key member of Proton, which is the Datuk Sri Syed Faizal Alba, Chairman of Proton, at 9:05 p.m. And then at 9:20 p.m., they proceed with the speech from the VVIP, Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad, at the same time officiating the event. After the short speech by Tun Dr. Mahathir, they started a gimmick to introduce the latest product from Proton, which is Proton X70 first SUV car in Malaysia. At 9:40 p.m., they started to share explanation behind the key features of the car by Mr. Azlan Osman and his partner, Mr. Peter, which is the designer of the car. At 10:10 p.m., after finishing explaining about the key features of the car, they passed the mic to Mr. Gui Sheng Yue for him to continue to explain product and development of Proton X70. Next, at 10:35 p.m., the event was proceed with the explanation about the product performance and safety features of Proton X70 by Dr. Rashid. At 10:50 p.m., they share a short video of the Proton X70. And last but not least, they continue the event at 10:55 p.m. with Dr. Lee Chen Rong, CEO of Proton, and yang berbahagia Datuk Razif Mohamad, the Deputy CEO, declaring the package and price list on the road. And lastly, the event ends with photo session Proton X70 with the VVIP and VIPs. Next, I will proceed with the flow of opening ceremony. An opening ceremony is the official opening of an event. The event was watched by a massive worldwide audience, either live or live streaming. As I stated earlier, the event was started with the arrival of VVIP guests of the event, which are Tun Dr. Mahathir Mohamad and his wife, Tun Dr. Sri Hasma. After the arrival, before they begin the event, they will sing a song, National Anthem Negaraku. Next, they proceed the event with the recitation prayer by Mr. Haji Zulkifli Paton. After that, they also invited a singer to sing at the opening performance, which is Datuk Sri Sheila Majid, to sing his song entitled Sinarai. For your information, the song was popular in the 1990s era. That's all from me for now. I will pass to my group member to proceed with the profile of VVIP. Thank you.
Thank you to my group member AZIERA SYAZWIN. I will continue from here, which is the profile VIP officiating the event. The first VIP is Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad. His age is 69 years old. His birth of a place Alostar, Kedah, Malaysia. And his date of birth 25 December 1925. Education Tun Dr. Mahathir bin Mohamad. After finish Islamic Grammar School and graduate from the local college, Tun Dr. Mahathir attend medical school at the University of Malaya in Singapore. He was an army physician before formatting a private practice at age of 32. Career Tun Dr. Mahathir, he became a medical officer at Hospital Besar Alostar, and he established his own clinic, which is a Clinic Maha, and he started his journey in a political. Next. The second VIP, Syed Faizal Albar bin Syed Ali Reza. He is 55 years old. Education, Syed Faizal Albar Syed Ali Reza is a member of the Malaysia Institute of Certified Public Account (MICPA) and American Institute of Certified Public Account (AICPA). He holds a Bachelor of Art Accountancy degree from the Barat College of DePaul University, USA, and AICPA Professional Certification from University Urban Cambridge, USA. He had attended the advice program at the Harvard Business School, Boston, USA, and he was also council member of MICPA from 2010 to 2013. Next. Career Syed Faizal Albar spent across various executive positions. He started his career by spending almost a decade with the PricewaterhouseCoopers Kuala Lumpur since 1991. He also served PricewaterhouseCoopers San Francisco, California in 1995, before returning to Kuala Lumpur in 1997. And he held the position the Chief Executive Officer of the New Straits Times in Malaysia, Berhad. Among other key positions held, Datuk Sri Faizal previous include Group Managing Director of Post Malaysia, Berhad Executive Director of Consortium Logistik Berhad, KLB. Datuk Sri Faizal Albar experience and provide track record in growing revenue and profitability will be especially advantageous in Proton, which is a current in a Proton. Proton Holding Berhad announced the appointment of the Datuk Sri Faizal Albar Syed Ali Reza, the Group Managing Director in DRB, Haikon Berhad as a non-executive chairman in 5 May 2016. Next. Okay. There are 3 promotion medium, which is digital marketing, advertising, and trade show marketing. Proton, the first national manufacturer in Malaysia, is ready to launch a first SUV, which is a Proton X70 at the end of 2018. Advertising Proton will active only 5% profit margin for marketing and advertising. Proton decide not only to promote the event, include they look ahead the grab of opportunity with using the platform to generate potential lead to boost the sale of the company. So the first medium of the promote digital platform, Proton use all the social media such as Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and their own website to promote their event for will held in December 2018. Next, advertising. Okay. Next, advertising, magazine, and billboard advertisement. Proton use a platform to make sure the event will be hit a topic in Malaysia. So it's really special for the country. They work to make sure all the Malaysians know about the event. People did not spending their time on phone get information of this billboard or newspaper or magazine. Trade of the marketing. Trade show usually expedition, which is the company give the opportunity to customer by showcase and demonstrating their product. It is only open for the people who register company representative or member press. The benefit of this promotion, Proton will be able to recognize the potential customer of their product. Okay, that's all for me. We pass to my group member for him to continue for this event. Next slide.
We continue with the main content of the event. Proton Company is organizing this event to introduce a new product from them, which is Proton X70 car. Is the first SUV car produced by a Malaysian company in collaboration with Geely Automobiles. The purpose of the event is to officially launch Proton X70 to Malaysia, introducing the new specially package and one price for all Malaysian. In this event, they will officially the history and inspiration of making the Proton X70 from dreams to reality. They also clearly will explain what is so special about this car, as well as explanation about the product and electronic development of Proton X70, information of product performance and safety features. Proton X70 comes with 4 variants, which are 1.8 TGDI Premium 2WD with the price 1,023 and 800. After that, another type of Proton X70 is 1.8 TGDI Executive AWD with the price 1,015 and 15,800. Next, 1.8 TGDI Executive 2WD with the price 1,009,800 and 1. TGDI Standard 2WD with 99,800 as the price. That's all from me. I will pass to my group member to proceed to the next slide.
So for the medical and emergency services, as we know that the Twin Tower KLCC is the second largest tower in the Malaysia. So here have many facilities that provide also the medical services. The Twin Tower Medical Center Kuala Lumpur provide medical services, which is near of the place of the sharing of the launching the product. So the next of the emergency services is the exit door, which is used to a person which having a emergency. So I will pass it to the next.
Okay, now I will explain the flow of closing ceremony of the launching Proton X70. The event was held by Proton as well, with the 4 types of Proton X70 was bring out on the stage with premium, standard, and exclusive. The car was officially brings out for the first time to the audience in the Convention Center, Kuala Lumpur, and for the audience that watched it from the home using a streaming live Facebook and YouTube. After that, the Prime Minister of Malaysia on that time, Tun Dr. Mahathir, and his wife, Tun Dr. Sri Hasma, were invited to be on the stage and recreate the memory and the picture of them holding a key of his car back then while they are promoting the Proton Saga, and now they are recreating the picture with Proton X70. After that, the VVIP and VIPs also were invited to take picture and take memories with the Proton X70. Furthermore, the VIPs can look closely to the new Proton X70 on the stage and observing the key features of all the 4 types. And the car of Proton 70 comes with variants of color, such as red, blue, silver, and white. So they also can test it out and compare the differences between 4 types of this car. Members of press also were invited to be on this stage to feel the X70 MC giving closing remarks from the event and wishing the best first AZMI Premium in Malaysia. After that, I will proceed with conclusion. So the conclusion is divided in 2 types: the strength of the event and the weakness of the event. So the first one, the event strength for Proton X70 is translation booth. If you can see in the video and other video of the other YouTuber, they are providing translation booth for such a big event is necessary. And for me, it is a great idea as Proton is a well-known company in national and also international as they are partnership with Geely Automobile. The translation booth is located at the back of the hall with the 2 persons in the booth. The interpreter will translate directly to the mic while listening to the audio of the speaker on the stage. So the voice that they say on the microphone will be given out to the audience that will be listened throughout the live streaming. So the audience from home that listen from Facebook and YouTube can choose various languages such as Bahasa Melayu and English. And then for information, the purpose of having this booth is to cut out or reduce the noise that unnecessary. So to make sure the audience can hear well the speech, and then Protons also give prepare a lot to take care of event to make sure it runs smoothly, because they prepare technician team beside the photo booth, beside the translation booth to make sure that everything's went well and the system runs smoothly. So after that, the second event strength for this Proton X70 is standout graphic. The graphic that have been used on LED screen on the background of the stage really plays an important part, as the graphic is have been prepared by Proton itself, and it is the high definition. And if you see in the video, the LED screen is really huge and big, so it can make sure the audience in Convention Center Kuala Lumpur can see it well even though they are sitting at the back row. So the color that had been used on the LCD screen did not give eye strain. It is using a good variety of colors, and in addition, the graphic can make people in the auditorium or even at the home interested, as people love beauty things. So after that, the strength of this event is futuristic launching gimmick. Futuristic is something that modern and unusual or something from future. It is a really clicks well with the advance of technology by Proton X70. The launching gimmick have concept futuristic and make people more focused and then interested with the way of the Proton X70 being promoted on the event. The shows, lighting, LED graphic, and the performance really have a good combinations and give a great impressions for the persons that can be a potential customer, whether in the Malaysia or outside the Malaysia. After that, event seating arrangement. Okay, they choose auditorium seating style. It is one of the most popular seating style. Seating arrangement actually can improve participations of people. It is usually decided by the number of guests or the venue. For this event, they need the audience to fully focus about the information, key feature, and the technology that will be presented of about the Proton X70. So auditorium style of seating is giving the best choice. It also important because seat arrangement can make people comfortable and stay safe until the end of the event. And the last one is futuristic light and theme. As you can see, whether you are in the auditorium or the persons that watch it in live streaming, the combinations of light and theme that have been used by Proton in the event give a great result. As blue is one of the color that give futuristic vibes. It helps the environment look more inclusive. The lighting that have been used is helping the stability and visible. The lighting is important because even the theme is kind of dark, but people can see it clearly. It's very important as it really sets the moods. The theme of the mood that the audience will feel. So the composition and punctuation or fall. The stairs of the stage in the Proton X70 event is quite high, and then it's kind of worrying as some of the VVIP and VIP need to be very careful so that we did not want to happen. So I think it will be great if they can provide handrail staircase or people that can hold them to help them to walk on the stage. So the other weakness in this event is level of security for Prime Minister. As you can see, the level of security for Prime Minister Tun Dr. Mahathir need to be increased as he is quite older. While walking into the hall, he was stopped by several times from other people, even though there are bodyguards around him, but the lack of security can make him feel uncomfortable. And I think VVIP or VIP that need to walk into the hall need to be able to walk calmly without getting pushed by other person, because it can create unwanted incidents such as trip or fall over. So the last one, the recommendations from our groups to this event for launching event Proton X70. The first one is, okay, as a conclusion, the event was held by Proton in 12 December 2018 at Convention Center Kuala Lumpur is a very great and was an awaited event for Malaysians. There are more strengths over the weakness throughout the event was running, and the event will make Malaysians proud and more interested with what kinds of products will be produced by our Proton, the first manufacturing car. So if there are more upcoming events from Proton, the first thing that we would like to recommend to make the event more smoothly, the first one is post-event recognition, such as announce the official sponsorship or non-official sponsorship, as the audience might want to know the details about it. And other than that, the celebrations award speech from the persons that in charge and having an important role that making this product happen. It is because they need to be recognized and appreciated well by Malaysians. Other than that, they need to have visible medical aid and emergency. It is because it is looks like Proton not well prepared if some incident happens. So we can only see exit door, and then we only know that there are medical center nearby. Other than that, we did not have any chance to see another visible medical aid and emergency. So it kind of look like the event is not well prepared and not safety enough, and it's kind of worrying the audience to come whether the event is safe or not. And lastly, we would like to suggest subtitle for streaming live video. It is great that Proton give some effort to have a translation book, but it is just for listening, and we need some kinds of wording under the video, so that sometimes even though we can listen to different type of language, but we need to read, because there are some audio that have some noise, some are that are not clear, and if they can provide subtitles, since some of voice is not clear, it will be great, and it will be a more grateful event for Proton X70. So that's all from our team. Our presentations have already done. We are very thankful for the lecturer and to the participations of our group members. Thank you.
Thank you.